Okay, this Shabbos, it's called Shabbos נחמה. It's one of the few Shabbosim of the year that have a name. You have Shabbos Bereshis, Shabbos Shira,
Shabbos Chazan,
Shabbos Chazan, Shabbos Shuva, Shabbos Hagodol. This is Shabbos נחמה, that's the name. Hashem Daftar נחma, נחma Ami. Many tzaddikim talked about the pasuk נחma, נחma Ami. Medrash says in the Yalkut on Yeshaya, Remez Tov Mem Gimel, that Hashem said to the Nevi'im, go be Mephias, go appease Klal Yisrael. And the Nevi'im, I'm not going to read it, it's a long, long Medrash. The Medrash gives a list of 10 Nevi'im that are going to go to be Mephias, Klal Yisrael. The first one is Hosea. He's going to say to the Klal Yisrael, Hashem sent me lenachemcha, to be menachem. So they're going to say to him, what do you have to say? So he's going to say the pasuk, Eya katal Yisrael. Hashem is going to be like tal to the Klal Yisrael. So they're going to answer him back, yesterday you said, Hiko Ephraim, Sharasham Yovish, Pri Bal Yas, all kinds of clothes you gave us. And now you're telling me this. And then yoel is going to come, he's going to say, Vitifu Ahorim Osish, there's going to be sweetness coming out of the mountains, and they're going to say, but you yourself said something else, and back and forth, back 10, a list of 10. And even Moshe Rabbeinu will come to be Menachem the Klal. They're going to say, well, you said in Parshas Hazinu, Mezei Rov L'chumei Reshef, swollen from hunger. And well, okay. Mamish, they talked about the Holocaust, it probably mentioned in Parshas Hazinu. And now you're going to be Menachem. Amala Kadosh Baruch Hu, I myself am going to go be Menachem them. And that's what the pasuk says, Nachamo, Nachamo, Ami, Yomar Elokeichem. You're only going to hear the nechama. Klal Yisrael is not going to be near Gah, relaxed until they hear the nechama straight from Hashem. Now what's a pshat? Amazing. I don't learn Medrash that much. And like I heard once from Label Vaishri, she told me that he wanted every week learn the whole Medrash on the Parshas. So Rabbi Isaac Sher said to him, how can you learn Medrash? It's Kabbalah. It's Kabbalah. What does it mean the Medrash is Kabbalah? What is it? But you see that it's Sisrei Torah. You see that it's not much hard to understand. You see that sodas are hidden in. But the Pashta question is, the devrae yoel asks, the question is, what kind of thing is this? The Nevi'im are going to come, be Menachem, and they're going to say over their psukim, their nevuas, and Klal Yisrael is not going to accept. How can you not accept the words of a Navi? It's a Isha Doraisa, not to hear from a Navi. And Moshe Rabbeinu is going to come, not to listen to nevuas. Moshe, what kind of thing is this? You can already imagine what the devrae yoel is going to say. Now, why am I calling it the devrae yoel? Why am I not saying the satmar rov? Because when you say the satmar rov, it makes that's the kanoi of the so-called kanoi of the generation of the last generation. Everybody, it wakes up something. Somebody told me yesterday, when you say over Sfas Emes, you don't get that many views. When you say over the Satmar Rebbe, then a lot of people tune in. It's like automatically you say the word Satmar Rov. It wakes up something.
You do it. Sadiqim says, just say Barditchev. It brings down Yeshua. So not the first.
So that doesn't mean that when you say Satmar brings a Yeshua, it brings something. It brings something. Each thing, I have a mucker for that in the Gemara. What'd you say? Mamish something, mamish similar.
That Hebron, when
oh, that's all also a good marker. I thought of something else. It's very good. They said Chevron Laskis Chusavim.
Yeah.
I thought Rachov Miyad Nikri. I thought of that Gemara. You see that when you say certain things, it arouses certain feelings. So when you say satmar, what does it arouse? The feeling of fighting against the Rishonim. We're going to spend time in this. We're going to spend energy.
I think it's a mysterious nefesh of Kodesh Kadosh Rabbeinu Yoel.
Right. So when you say devrae yoel, and you don't say satmar, so people could think, devrae yoel, the one that sat and that learned his whole life, that 50 years didn't lie in a bed, that he knew all the midrashim, that he said pilpulim and hilchos ribis, that he could say a shir on the spot. Yeah, that he wrote tshuvas, that he wrote on the spot shalosh tshuvas about the srogim of Shemitah, and you could think the Hungarians, they know Isha Veter, but it's a Baral of Taruvus. Here he wrote a whole sefer of Tshuvas on Shemitah. Who knows the Inyan of Shemitah? Of course, there was a Rav Kanov that he shlomilabimamish tore him to pieces. And I wrote a Rav Kanov, which I know nothing about from Torah V'das, but I saw the sefer and I once showed it to you. But still, it doesn't matter. Kachi darko shel Torah. Yeah, so that's why when you say devrae yoel things. So what's the producer here, the chashuva producer, gonna do? He's gonna put up the satmar Rebbe said. Everybody will click in. What, I need people. I need a olam. I need a rating. What am I? I said, enough. I am thinking of 2 or 3 people when I talk this. Anyway.
Rabbi Chaim Ozer Yaplinsky. He was the third.
Nitsky and Chaim Merman, and that's it. Maybe somebody else, I don't remember. So, he says, so you can imagine what he's going to say. That the Nevi'im are going to come say Nevuah, but the Klaisha has a Kabbalah. The Kabbalah they have. I don't know where the Kabbalah comes from. But it really says we have the Kabbalah, and he does bring it here. It's a medrash. Yalkut Zcharia Tov Kufayin Zayin. That the medrash says that Leshavra the Gula came Ayidei B'nei Adam b'Mitzrayim through Moshe V'Aaron b'Mei Sisra the Dvaro Barak. Aval Hashem himself is going to be God's. Shenema Yisrael Nosha B'Hashem, and Shuas Olamim, it's going to be forever and ever, it's going to stay. Not like the other gulas that they didn't last. So we have by Kabbalah, and the gula Asida is only going to be through Hashem and not through Basar V'Dam, even Tzadikim not. Now, so that's what the devrae yoel says, that they're going to come, it's going to be the last Nisayan is going to be, there are going to come people, and they're going to talk us in that the Gula came, or the Gula began to come, and they're going to bring psukim from the Nevi'im, V'tifu Harim Masis. Look, the mountains are growing fruits. There are fruits in Eretz Yisrael. Osis means asis. It means very tasty, very sweet. I just now, today I went into the Yarkan, in the vegetable store here in Katznalbergen, and I bought a few vegetables, and then I was looking at the nectarines, and the man said, oh, you want some good nectarines? And he gave me this box over here, and I tasted it. They were, mamish, so sweet. He said, mamish, mekuyim v'tifu aharim osis. What, 100 years ago we had such a thing here in Eretz Yisrael? It was the whole thing was shmama. Maybe a few Bedouins were going roaming around here and there. And now we have such sweet nectarines. And we have fruits. Sweet fruit. So they're going to say, oh, the gula came ready, the gula came already. And the Klal Yisrael is gonna stand strong. We're not going to listen to them. We're going to ask kashas. They're going to be mefalpo. How could you say?
Discuss.
Discuss. They're going to discuss, yeah. They're going to, how could you say that there's a gula began, but you yourself said other psukim? Now, but then now they're gonna once the Klaisha stands in this Nisayan and doesn't listen to all those that talk about the Geula coming, then Hashem is gonna come himself. Yeah, you are Ahmed in the Nisayan, you deserve to have a Geula. נחמה, נחמה, עמי, יאמר אלוקיך. Now, doesn't it sound beautiful? What does the audience think?
Yeah, yes.
I want to ask like this. The Medrash talks about Geula. The Medrash talks about nechama. Who can bring the nechama? The Nevi'im can't make a nechama, and Hashem can make a nechama. Where do you see we're talking about Geula over here? One question I have on the devrae. What does nechama mean? Nechama means, and I say in English, to appease. There must be a better word. To console.
Console.
You see that? And then she says, I don't know English. So, nechama means to console. Of course, we're not going to use the word console. We call nechama. You know? So the Pshat, the Rebbe Shimshon here says, and I think it's very good. It says, but the same word nechama also means to have charot, to change your mind. Vayinochem Hashem ki also is holding ba'aretz. And then the Parshas Bereshis, Hashem says,
Ki lo ish yinachem.
Ki lo ish, lo ish yeah. It means to change your mind. So he says it all comes from the same shorish. Kedarko, he says this. Shimshon here. That it means the nechama means that we understand, we come to understanding that it was all for the good in the past. We see that it was all the tov. That's what nechama means. Like this, without nechama, so it could have been, Agula could have come. And everything will be good. Every once in a while we'll remember what the pain that we had then. And that memory, that's not good. That bad feeling, that's not good. That's not enough. Hashem wants a perfect Geula. The perfect Geula is a Geula together with nechama. Nechama, that you understand that everything was for the good. When this happened, and mamish, it all had to happen. I mean, what do we know what suffering is? There are people what people went through from the years Tafshin till Tafshin Hey. That's how Reb Tzimmer always says it. He doesn't say the Holocaust. He says from Tafshin till Tafshin Hey, or from 1940 till 1945. What Yidden went through, and they should have a nechama that you need. I mean, you need Hashem himself to really make that feeling of nechama, that we should not have any bad feelings anymore. And that's going to be נחמה נחמה. But that's a special inyan, I'm saying. But where do you see Geula? He's talking about Geula. More than that, the yoel says that like this is going to be the last Nisayan. I mean, I know when you talk about Nisyanas, there's Nisyanas, they talk about the Kalim, now there's the iPhones and the internet and the streets. I'm not talking about the Chiloni streets, I'm talking about the Haredi streets when you walk in the street. And Atzlus of sitting and learning, that's what I know Nisyanus means. But Rabbeinu Yoel, the devrae yoel, he says, the Nisayan is going to be if they should believe that this is a Geula or not. I mean, what's so terrible to believe it's a Geula? So it's a Geula, so what? So we can learn and daven and do mitzvahs and do everything and believe it's a Geula. Good, I mean, the pshat is like this. If you believe that these apikosim made a Geula, so it's a very bad influence on a person. It's like a poison. It's a germ.
We have 6 seconds.
It's a germ. It's a germ. Such a